Hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Kit is being a terror this morning, just so you all know. But, yeah, hopefully you all are doing well. Hopefully you all, if you traveled, you got there safely and returned home safely. But today I figured we were going to do an air, fire, earth, water reading. It's been about a week since I've done the last one. I think I finally found my weekly schedule, so cross your fingers, we'll see. But without further ado, we're going to get started with the air, fire, earth, water readings. I did clear the decks. The tarot decks have been cleared. I did that with this past new moon. So we'll see what type of energy wants to come through with them. So without further ado, we're going to get started and we're going to jump right in and start with air signs. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Let's see what wants to come through for you, air signs. It's been very interesting this past week with the energy shift. I have felt the change of energy. It's been pretty interesting. Moments I feel like I'm on top of it, and then other moments I feel like that it's kind of dragging me along. So we'll see what wants to come through for you. Let's see. Do we got any jumpers? Any jumpers? No, we're not going to do jumpers today. Okay, that's fine. They said we're not going to do jumpers today. Okay. So then I'm just going to shuffle these like I normally do. One more. Alright, let's see where we're going, air signs. Let's see where we're going. I'm going to split it here. Going to break it off here. And in your past, yeah, we got the Cardinals. That is a angelic card for me. People say that when a cardinal visits you, it's your ancestors or people who have passed on. So it's nice to see that this energy has come back. I'm not going to lie, I have been experiencing this energy this week. There have been a crap ton of signs. And the cows, of course. Patience. In the pasture, just kind of doing your own little thing. Yeah, of course. Of course. Maybe too much of waiting. Oh. But I feel like your intuition is on point. With the bats, they work by sound. And with it being a nighttime card, because most of these take place during the day, it's one of those things where it's almost like you hear it through the grapevine, but it's more than that. It's, how do I want to word this? It is you being able to hear and feel the sounds and vibrations of everything that's around you. So I almost feel like you are stepping into your energy with this. Almost kind of like you've been sitting in a stalemate. But I feel like things are starting to finally come through. Things you're like, it could very well be waking you up at night. You could have moments where your ears just start ringing after something you've said or something you heard. That's been happening to me too. As an air sign, I definitely resonate with this energy. It's very interesting that it would come through for this. I'm not going to use the Souls on Fire. I think I'm going to use the Illuminated Tarot by Caitlin Keegan for this particular reading, because these are the Illuminated Tarot, and I definitely feel like with the bats, things are definitely starting to appear in your vortex, appear in the world around you. Signs are definitely coming through, so I'm going to use this deck. It's very colorful, very bright. I love the artwork. Of course, descriptions of my tarot cards are always in the description box below if you ever want to check them out. There are links for them. If they're not blue, copy and paste them into your search bar. It'll take you exactly where you need to go. So let's see what wants to come through. I'll give these two more shuffles. There's one. There's two. Alright, let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. Alright, I'm just going to roll with it. That's fine. That's fine. So underneath with the Cardinal, we've got the Two of Cups. And this Two of Cups is about filling your own cup. So I like that this is here. Two of Cups, King of Wands, that's fire energy coming through, and the Fool. This particular Fool is fearless. Being fearless. So I like that. Oh God, what is that? Beauty and the Beast. I don't know why Beauty and the Beast just went through my brain. She says, tell me one more thing about her, referring to her mother that has passed away. And he looks at her dead in the face and says, your mother was fearless. Fearless. And he means it. So it's very interesting that that would come through. So, alright. Maybe that'll play a role somewhere. Two of Cups, King of Wands, Fool. Ah! King of Cups is here. Now we've got water signs coming in. Three of Pentacles. I like that. Nine of Swords. Yep, and there's the things that are keeping you awake at night. Okay. Okay. Then we've got the Moon underneath the bats. That's really interesting. That's Pisces showing up. Pisces and Cancer. Page of Wands. Three of Cups. So, what I'm getting with this energy is you have worked very hard to complete yourself, to go through the motions, to understand that you are, and there are a few words that come to mind with this, you are inspired, you inspire others, you are somebody who understands his power, understands his passion, or her passion. Don't let me put gender on it. I've already gone through that lovely little wonderful ring around. Whether you are a divine feminine or a divine masculine, regardless, I feel as though that you are stepping into a more centered energy for yourself. And it's almost bringing about a sense of, I can do this, leap of faith. It's kind of having to have that courage and be fearless in some instances, even though, you know, there have been some instances this past week where I have kind of tucked tail and been like, oh my God, I want to run away. And it's not really how that played out. It's not really how that played out. Give me just a second. Hey! Yeah, huh? I hear you, Miss Gurr. Elizabeth is downstairs and she's kind of grouchy about it, so she's kind of pissed off with all the other cats. Regardless, I can hear her hum, her... No, stop that right now. Anyway, back to you. Fearless. I feel as though that you are facing the fears that are coming to you, those trials and tribulations and the things that maybe don't make you feel so good or the things that make you nervous. You're putting on a brave face, which is nice. I feel as though it is definitely a change of scenery. I don't know why that's coming through. It could lead to a change of scenery, but I feel as though it's put you in a different spot, so it is a change of scenery. Put you in a different spot of the energy that you have been dealing with before, and I almost feel like it's beneficial for you. You were learning something new. So I like that fearless energy. So with the cows, we got the King of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. With this King of Cups and the fire sign, I feel as though you could be dealing with a Gemini, a fire sign, a water sign, and then we've got Cancer and Pisces here. So a Gemini, a fire sign, or a water sign you could be dealing with. In this particular instance, I feel as though this is the other person's energy. I almost feel like you've been kind of waiting for this King of Cups, King of Wands to kind of make a choice. The choice has been made. Or a choice is being made right now. It shows up in the center. It is the present energy that you were in. I feel as though that things are starting to come together. This Three of Pentacles is working together. It's discovering the treasure. And there's three pentacles, one for each of them. So they're not walking away empty-handed, and I feel like you aren't either. Now, what we have is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is interesting because I feel as though it's kind of freaking you out just a little bit. It's like that one wish that, one wish, one movie where the person makes a wish of, you know, I wish I had this life, or I wish that this person would be with me, and of course the Christmas miracles and the magic happens, and all of a sudden one foot in front of the other, and it's happening. And there's that experience of, is this real? Is this really happening? Like, is this really what I want? It's almost like you're starting to second guess yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's fear playing a role in this, because it's almost like you have a, I don't want to call it a lack mentality, because it's not a lack mentality, but it's almost like you're always used to waiting for the other shoe to drop. Make sense? It's almost like, okay, this is too good to be true. Where's the catch? Where's the catch? I don't think there is a catch, but we'll look into this. With the bats, we've got the Moon, the Page of Wands, and the Three of Cups. I like this. Because even in the night, even when you can't really see all that well, I feel as though you are trusting your emotions, you're trusting your inner guidance. And your inner guidance is one of those voices, I almost feel as though that it's maybe a voice you may not listen to very often, but in this particular instance, I feel as though that this energy, the energy you're stepping into, is definitely inspiring you. Yeah, you're being cautious. I completely understand that. But at the same time, you don't see where that is leading you. These baby steps are incrementally moving you forward, where you move an inch, you move another inch, you move an inch, you move an inch. Let's say you move an inch every day. Well, at the end of 12 days, you moved an entire foot. And yeah, in the beginning, it may not seem like much. In 24 days, you move 2 feet. And so on, and so on. And I definitely feel like these baby steps, these small, little intuitive hits, are incrementally moving you. 3 of Cups. To the celebration. I feel like one of these days you're going to look up and you're going to be like, how did I get here? Like, is this, like, not trying to repeat this Nine of Swords energy, but it's like, I'm here. I didn't think I'd get here, but I'm here. And it's almost like it's too incredible, too far out of your reach to actually be obtainable. I'm here to tell you it's obtainable. It's obtainable, and you are manifesting this. So I do want to look at this Nine of Swords here. Give me one for the Nine of Swords for me, please. Okay. I want you and you. Oh, yeah. You're definitely afraid of the final outcome of this. Whatever this final outcome may be. With the Three of Wands, the sun is setting. He's built his lovely little hut, his home, for the evening. At least that's what I'm assuming. And with this Queen of Cups here, so it's almost like you are building a home, building that happily ever after with someone, and it's almost like you didn't believe that it, like I said, was going to happen. And love is trying to come into the situation, and I definitely feel like love is going to help you shift out of that fear. Love is definitely going to help you shift out of that fear, because if you focus on the negative, you're just going to see the negative. The, oh my God, we're complete opposites, it's not going to work, we're like, this just isn't going to work. But if you focus on how far you've come from that starting point of, we are kind of different, but we've come so far, we understand each other, we know the positives and the negatives, and using logic, reason, and love to combat that fear is going to shift you into this Three of Cups. Is going to get you from this fear-based mindset to allow things to come together. And then there's the celebration. We also have the King and Queen of Cups here, which is a very loving connection. It's a very loving connection. And with this King of Wands here, I feel like it does inspire you. I definitely feel like it does inspire you. You've been playing the waiting game for a hot minute. No more. I feel like that's done and over with. Zodiac signs that I see before we pull advice here with the wisdom of the oracle. Like I said earlier, we got the fire signs. We have a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. We have got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini. So Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Gemini. That is what I see. So you could be dealing with another air sign, or a fire sign, or a water sign. Take it for how it resonates. Because these are for the general public. So let's see where we're going. Let's see what the advice has for you. But I wholeheartedly feel like that wait is coming to an end. That waiting period is finally over with. So let's see where we're going. Let's see what advice it has for you. Blessed. I was just thinking that with the cardinal here, it is kind of a divine timing, which is interesting. Interesting. All right, blessed. Breathe. Breathe. Take it a step at a time. The fates. This is interesting. This before I pulled this advice. Oh my. Time for a nap. I'm gonna pull this one too. What is this? Poised, interesting, and then underneath we've got mending. Absolutely. So the reason why I find this just a tad bit humorous is because out of 52 cards, you pulled Bless and the Fates. That is divine energy stepping in. I almost feel as though that with this particular type of energy, you both have been playing the waiting game with each other. And the reason for that is because nobody wants to step out of their comfort zone. Nobody wants to kind of step out of that bubble and be like, hey, nobody wants to put themselves out there. That's the phrase I'm looking for. And I feel as though that the spirit guides, the ancestors, the fates, whoever, the higher power, the universe, I feel as though that they know that these two types of energies aren't going to take that initial step forward, so they're kind of formulating a plan of putting two and two together. We also have breathe here. Breathe in time for a nap. It's okay to relax. It's okay to be in this cow energy. Sometimes we all do have to take a break from time to time. Because if we don't take a break, our body will pick a time for us to take a break. It's an inconvenient time, but it'll happen. So I definitely feel as though you are being asked to ease up, relax on both the situation on hand and for you. Remain poised. Remain in your higher vibration energy. Don't let this fear pull you out of this loving connection. Don't let it happen. Because things are on the mend. Things are mending. And it's wonderful. And even if you don't see it, I definitely feel like it is a healing connection. Very much so. I feel as though that you are healing this person just as much as they are healing you, and you two may not even know it. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Air signs. This is what I have for you. I really hope this helped. This was not intended to be a love reading, but it's what had to come through. Interesting. You need to trust yourself more. You do. You need to trust yourself and your abilities more. Fill your own cup. Because after you fill your own cup, you can start to fill others. So this is what I have for you, air signs. I really, really hope this helped. And I will see you all again later. Bye, guys.